just quickly do something.
Yeah.
It's your first commentating role. I was speaking to Idris before. He's a little bit nervous, but you know he's looking forward to it. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, I'm alright, bro. I'm alright. You know what? At first I was like, bro, what am I gonna say? What am I gonna do? But it's like, you know, you can't really say anything until you see the action. So I'm kind of chilled. I think it'll go well. I'm not on my own, so I'll be able to bounce off whoever I'm doing it with. So it should
And
be
you got Dan Aziz as well,
Yeah,
and obviously
Dan Aziz, yeah.
so you know Dan quite well. But have you haven't met Idris before?
I haven't made it before, no, but I've heard he's not doing the commentary. I heard he's doing the presentation bit. Like after
right,
bout.
okay.
Yeah, like in between the bouts, he talks and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, fair enough. Oh, right, okay. So, how as your first commentating role, how do you prepare for it? And have you watched a bit of footage? Have you written some stuff down?
To be honest, I know most of the boxes on there already, but the ones I don't know, I have had to have a little look at, just so you know I'm not talking gibberish. But yeah, so I know a little bit about them. But most of the fighters I kind of know a bit about anyway.
Yeah.
So when I saw the list of fighters, I thought, okay, it's not really.
So it makes it a little bit easier rather than.
Yeah, I don't really know much about their opponents.
Yeah.
But I guess I'm commentating on the home fighters anyway. So.
Yeah. Obviously, most of them are going to be home against kind of journeymen, so it's not like. Obviously, you've got a couple of 50-50s on here. Obviously, the main event as well. How do you see the main event going?
Main event. Listen, Billy's my gym mate, so you know I'm rooting for Billy. So the last fight was a good fight. Ended in a draw. Now they got the extra 2 rounds, so it's just whoever's got that fitness and whoever don't fade. And I think Billy's got an engine in him. He's really fit. So from what I've seen in the gym,
and it's for the English title as well.
And it's for the English title, which gives them that extra bit of oomph. You know what I'm saying? Both of them. So I think this fight will be better than the first one. And like I said, as they got the 2 extra rounds, we'll see who finishes stronger. And in my opinion, it'll be Billy, but we'll see. Maybe Ginger Rocket's been working hard, and well, I'm rooting for Billy.
Of course. Over to you then. So we just seen you got mandated for the British.
Yeah.
Did you know about that? Was that a little bit of a surprise?
I kind of did, but wasn't sure if I was going to get mandated for it until it came out on the circular thing. But either way, I'm happy about it. I'm not complaining. So I think Sauerland won the first bid, so we're just waiting to get from them, and then we can.
So obviously it's going to be on a Sauerland Sky show, but again, you know, you've had the big nights on BT, so you know, going over to Sky is probably just another thing, just to kind of get a bit more exposure.
It doesn't make a difference. We're still going to be boxing in the ring. It's not like I'm going to UFC. You know what I mean? It's still boxing, but Sky's a new audience, different crowd, so it'll be good to get seen by a different audience, and hopefully bring them with me, following my journey after that fight.
Tough fight though, for you. Obviously, I know you're not in it just to fight journeymen. You're into a tough fight.
I've been saying that I'm in it for these type of fights, and that's why I'm taking this fight. I'm not trying to, swerve around anyone, but like I said, everyone's a little bit more confident now because I've taken a loss. But I just got to keep making statements and show you what I'm really about. So, yeah.
See, I think that's good. I mean, I know you took a loss, but like you bounced straight back, and I think a lot of fighters, I believe, are trying to either had the record out or just tighten the match mate very carefully. I think, so you got lost, so what? You bounce back, and Canelo's got a loss. Joshua's had a loss. It's
a part of the sport.
It's part of the sport, isn't it?
If you ask any boxing fan to put their top 5 boxers of all time on the list,
they've all got losses.
More than one as well.
Yeah.
It's how they bounce back from the loss and how they carry themselves through there and what they do after it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some of them become champions again. Some of them lose before they're champions and become champions. My career's not over yet, so
it's still young.
It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So it's sports. It's like boxing's the only sport you're not allowed to lose in. Which is a bit mad, but it is what it is.
I remember interviewing you a few years ago when you're still kind of like on the journeyman thing. Now look at you now. Okay, it's you're fighting for the British on a major TV platform. It's like come a long way, and it's still such a big career. But eventually, would you like to kind of avenge that loss with Felix? Or
100%. I've always said that. I'm not the type of guy I've got beaten for all. Now, I want to avenge that, but right now I've got no leg to stand on. I can't say I want Felix now. It don't make no sense. He's moving on. He's fighting a number 3 in the WBA today.
It's tonight, isn't it?
Fight. That's a good fight. So I've just got to get to that level. I believe he's good enough to go in and do what he does, especially where the dynamic of the division's changing. A lot of the champions are moving up and vacating, so he can probably get a world title. I just need to build myself back up, win, get myself a world title, and we can probably fight for a world championship.
obviously, you know, it's nice. The middleweight division in the UK is pretty good. Obviously, Linus, he's had a couple of good victories. You know, so you guys, like, with the middleweight, obviously you've got Chris Eubank Jr. up there. I'm sure one day that'll be a goal of yours to fight him, maybe.
100%, he's number one in the division. Like, if I'm not aiming for that, then I might as well just not talk about becoming more champion. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm aiming for the number one so that I can be number one. So yeah, one day, like I said, I just got to get myself in position, and these are the fights that's going to get me in position to be calling for guys like Chris Eubank Jr. and the rematch with Felix and things like that. Do
you know what one fight I would like? I was going to put something out actually, and then I saw your fight that's just been announced, or the purse bid. It was Liam Williams.
Oh yeah, Liam Williams. Yeah.
I think that would be like a really good. Like,
and that's the thing as well, because before
because there was talk. Do you remember, like?
Yeah, before I fought for the British in the first.
This is like 3 years, because I remember interviewing you about it. But now, like, if you think about it, the levels at the.
Not far off, I'm saying, because I've taken the fights that I needed to take to get there. But before that loss, that Liam Williams just took. When I said it, I was crazy. Now we lost how we lost to people are like, oh, you know what, that would be a good fight. It's like fighters, that's fighters, we see things in fighters. That
it's funny what like a couple of fights made, you know, and then suddenly, you know. But
it's exactly that. It's funny what a couple of fights can do, and then before you know it, you're circling back to like, oh wait, hold on, maybe he wasn't mad for calling this or calling out whatever. A lot of fighters have been calling out the top boys and stuff, and you know, you got to put Eubank in the number one position, but the way Liam Williams lost, you would have thought it would have been a more competitive fight. But like I said, they're all good fighters. Like there's the top 5 to 10 in the country. They're all good fighters. There ain't a bad fighter in there. If you fight anyone in the top 10 in this country, you got to be focused, like laser focused to win this fight. You could be better than them. You could have worked harder, but if you're not focused, it just takes that one punch. But I think in this country, top 5 to 10 middleweights, every fight's a tough fight. So.
And just finally, do you think you'll ever move up to super middle in a few years?
If I come with my goals as a middleweight, I might want.
But it's comfortable for you to make weight, and
I'm not stressing. I spar heavier guys in the gym all the time, so it's not something I'll shy away from. But you know, God willing, I accomplish what I need to accomplish at middleweight. Then a new challenge, super middleweight, I feel comfortable there as well. I feel like I would just need to grow into that weight. If that makes sense. But I sometimes I think, do I want to be a middleweight my whole career, try and do well and beat the record of Bernard Hopkins and Golovkin and stuff, but at the same time I've got to get there first, and when I get there I might have a new challenge in mind, and moving up in weight isn't something I'm afraid to do. I think I would do it.
Cool, nice one. Do you want to shout out social media just in case people don't?
That at 2sharp_D, both Instagram and Twitter. So
nice one. Cheers.